I dropped the link. Tay, hit the link. I'm coming, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to the stage, Tay.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Go ahead and shout yourself out and let them know that you are also a up and coming content creator and to make sure that they subscribe to your channel. We're going to be on here for a while tonight. We're going to do a little talking, personal conversation, little razzle dazzle one, two, and three. Okay. Okay. So I'll let Tay introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tanika. My channel's name is Everyday with Tanika. If you would be so kind, go over there, like, subscribe, and share my content. It will greatly be appreciated. And while we're liking, subscribing, and share, make sure that you hit a like, subscribe, and share for my girl Cherry. It will greatly be appreciated as well. And thank you all so much.
All right, Tay. That's it, girl. Y'all give us a minute. Tay, do not drop because yeah, I'm on the phone and I'm coming. Y'all stay tuned.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep.
Make sure y'all double tap that screen and hit the like button. We just waiting on y'all to get in here for the YouTube to get the notifications out. You know it always goes way slower on StreamYard. Okay, y'all. All right, Tay. You still here?
I'm here, girl. I'm here.
Okay, I'm officially off the phone now, child.
Let me find out.
Child, you may or may not have to, baby. It's going down like this.
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, girl, it's nothing.
Who you rapping with, girl? Who you rapping with?
Good. I'm gonna tell you all about it, child. Hey,
Ah,
y'all in the bushes, double tap the screen, hit the like button for your girl. Lay down, relax, have a little conversation with us. It may be petty, it may get deep. You just never know.
yes. Come on down from the bushes and join this conversation.
So, Tay, do me a favor. Let us know a little bit about you and the content that you are going to bring to the table. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let us know what it is.
Um, Basically, I'm from Alabama. I'm just now starting out on this YouTube journey. I actually wanted to get into doing YouTube um because of this young lady here that's doing this live stream now.
Hi.
Late one night, I was up, I couldn't sleep, and I was just cruising around on YouTube and ran across her page. And I can't remember what she was talking about, but whatever it was, it caught my attention. Um, and I've been rocking ever since. Um, I have enjoyed um her as a person, not only a content creator, as a person with a good heart and good spirit. Um, so that's really what made me want to start doing YouTube. Um, so yeah, that's basically a little bit about myself.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You mean absolutely everything to me. It is a pleasure getting to know you, talking to you, and just you're an amazing support system, right, wrong, sad, and different. Say gonna ride, baby. She gonna holler, and she gonna She go ride, baby. Cause one thing about her, we trying to get her to a certain amount of subscribers, and we're also trying to keep her monetized. So again, if you're in the bushes, replay gang, shout out to the replay gang. Those who was in this live after we had just posted, go over there and subscribe. Don't be a hater all your life, baby. Subscribe. It ain't gonna cost you nothing.
Yeah, go on over there and subscribe.
Tay
It
be
will
showing you
greatly
all
be
of her delicious food from American Deli, her family, all type of stuff. But enough about Tay and ourselves. So what I want to start off talking about Tay is first of all, whatever you want to start off talking about. Let's talk about the lack of God, my phone just binging and dinging. I'm
I
so
hear
tired
it,
of
girl.
everybody.
You got the hotline, girl.
Friend, go ahead and talk. Let me go ahead and take care of this. If I don't, it's gonna keep ringing and dinging.
Baby, you got the hotline going on. But yeah, like she said, you guys drop down from the bushes. Subscribe to my channel every day with Tanika. It will greatly be appreciated. Also, hit a like, share, and subscribe to my girl Cherry Taylor. Great content, great person, great spirit. And once you subscribe to her channel, you will not be disappointed. Baby, we gonna pray, we gonna laugh, we gonna crack jokes, but we
Okay.
also thank God for the many, many blessings that He has given us.
Amen.
So go on over there and subscribe, y'all.
I don't know about nobody else, but I thank God for keeping my mind, your mind, and everybody else's mind. Because baby, I done been through enough to never have another piece of mind.
Okay, okay.
But I'm still here. I made it through, and the devil can't have me and nothing attached to me.
Okay, I know that's right. I know that's right.
Bye, Siri. Oops, I hit the wrong thing, child. Okay, this phone's steady. Anywho, but yeah, y'all. So we just on live stream tonight. We trying to run up some a few little views. We trying to get this money, honey.
I know that's right.
That's it, and that's all. So, okay, Tay. So what I want to talk about is these men and the mentality of they can do what they want to do versus having a good woman who is faithful and they don't appreciate it.
Right. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so like, what are your views on dating, loving a man, caring about a man who only gives you give the whole 100 and he only gives you 50% of it? Let's talk about it.
Well, for me, um, me giving 100% and you're giving 10 or 20 or 30% is unacceptable. And I think sometimes us as women, we drop the ball sometimes in the aspect of uh sell the 10 and 20% and we're still giving the 100%.
Right.
But I think that sometimes, we have to like take a step back and analyze the situation for what it is, and start being vocal about what it is that we want and what we're gonna accept and what we're not gonna accept. So
Right.
I think we have to.
Tay, you still here? We don't hear nothing. Make sure you ain't done hit your mute button, babes.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
And I was saying, I think in the long run and in the end game of the situation, we're only setting ourselves up to be hurt in the end.
Right.
So us as women, we really, and even men too, you know, because men, not only women, but men as well, we have to start being vocal about what it is that we want
Right.
out of this.
And what we're gonna accept and put up with at the
Exactly.
beginning, middle,
Exactly.
and the end of the day,
Exactly.
uh, childhood thing, if it's thing, but it all boils back down to the self-esteem. Because look at Peach, for instance. Um, I mean, enough said. She was telling her story, right?
Yes.
Um, I might go through some things, sure enough, because that's life. But before I get treated like that, and I got to be the trick in the relationship, this won't be Halloween. It won't be no tricks, no treats. Not round yonder way. Not round here. But I
Exactly.
just feel
And
like
this,
as a woman, you gotta be honest with yourself and realize that you're only gonna that a man is only gonna do to you what you allow him to do to you. I don't care how
exactly.
much you love him. I don't care how much you him for you. Um, all of it. Cause I got a him for me. It's just something about him. I just can't. I just got a thing for him. But I also got self love for myself. I also know that if you're not gonna put up a fight for me and or our connection and or our situation, then it's time for me to go ahead on and go about my business and do something different. As you see, I got men blowing up my phone like crazy. Guess what? I could care less. I could care less. But
Yeah.
I still care enough about myself not to just put myself in any type of situation to just accept anything. That's just not the way it's. Oh
And
Lord, I got to sticky.
and then to piggyback off of what you're talking about, even with the Peach McIntyre thing, um, I really and truly, I really and truly feel sorry for her. Um, she thinks that she has it going on because she's making the money.
Right,
Um, but at the same time, even though you're making money, money cannot replace happiness. It's not gonna put no kind of joy and happiness in your in actuality. You couldn't be happy. I was always taught that if you're with a person, they should be able to provide for you. It should go both ways. You shouldn't be the only one providing and taken care of. And I'm not just talking about sex.
right,
We gonna take sex out. Really feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for her kids because they have to grow up seeing, how their mother is being treated.
right,
Uh, and also, uh, when has it become, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it has gotten to be so ridiculous that other people, her followers or whoever, they a man, uh, all of that nonsense that she has going on in her life, like it's okay. That's the norm thing to do as a mom of a daughter and two sons. I would never ever, if my daughter was in that situation, uh, say that, oh, it's okay, that's okay. It's acceptable behavior, because it's not. It is not.
right. I would feel like mama must have had a little trauma and traumaticness growing up because ain't no way you teaching your sons or daughters. I'm sorry, y'all, that that's acceptable behavior. Lay up and take care of a man while all he do is lay up and cook the food and run the gas out the cars that you buy. I would never let my daughter or son see me in a situation like that.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
despicable.
It really is. It's a real sad situation, and people, it's just the bandwagon, if I could say. When she gets on there and talk about how her husband cheats on her and all of this, and they honestly be up under their amen, oh, it's okay, we it's okay because he gonna do this. No, that is not okay. That
Yeah,
is
because they had
not
that same
okay.
mentality, that same mindset. Those are the same women that'll give up their income tax checks so a man could just be with them.
Exactly. Exactly. And you we and us sometimes we ignore the red flags now. I don't know how, if people really and truly have been paying attention to her since she first began. um she will tell you that her husband wanted to date her sister first.
Right. And end
if,
up stuck with her. So he settled. And he
Yes, he
treats her
wanted
like he settled.
exactly. He wanted to date her sister first. Now we gonna tell the truth here, cause this is a truth channel now. He
Right.
wanted to date her sister first, but when he get couldn't get the sister, he went to her. Any man that does not have respect for your mother, what do you think he's gonna have for you? Any man that does not respect your mother or himself, he's not gonna have anything for you.
Right. Absolutely
But
nothing.
she has came up in her mind that, I mean, got in her mind. Her mindset is been with him since she was, I want to say, what, 16 or 17 years old, and he's all she know. Well, if that was my daughter, honey, I would have told her to run for the nearest exit. He goes out, he cheats when he wants to. He doesn't have to work. He doesn't have to do nothing. And she's so in love because he go in the kitchen and cook a roast or two or
That
some
she
mustard
bought now.
fry, and it's in a paradise. And she just
Right.
don't know she's in pure hell.
But I guess that's the norm.
And
I guess it's really her reality,
yes, it's just a reality friend that I would never want to be
ever in life.
in life. Because we all have been through things, men, women, we all have dealt with a little this and a little that, but that
Right.
there is a little too much for me.
Yeah, that's on a different level though.
I mean, that's a little too much for me, friend. I wouldn't be, no, thank you. No, thank you. So what are your views on what would be a deal breaker for you in a relationship?
Not reciprocating the same energy that I give you. I'm an Aquarius. I'm an amazing woman. I give good love. You understand? So if he cannot reciprocate that same energy, trying to gaslight me into thinking that you're giving that energy, because see, we can talk. Talk is cheap. Um, Thinking that I'm gonna give you my money, thinking that you can come over here and ride me like a choo choo train, and that's all I'm getting is you riding me like a choo choo train. Um, just always want to lay up, ain't got no job. It's a bunch of deal breakers for me, friend. A bunch. What about you?
Uh, Again, I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said because that is so true. And a man that uh cannot tell me the truth is a big deal breaker for me. If you can't be honest, uh, I just, I don't see it going nowhere because that means if you can't tell the truth, then you not to be trusted. So I would say that would be one of the biggest deal breakers for me, um, in a relationship or even trying to start a relationship. And we all have, like, have dealt with, uh, again, I say a little this, a little that, heartache, heartbreak. We all have been down that road. Some of us more than others. And I'm open and transparent, and I could say that I'm dealing with a little of that now. Uh, but you spoke some words to me, so I'm finally open up, and I received what you told me, and I got a clear view on it. I'm no longer feeling it ill will or down about it. It's time to grow up, uh, put my
And
big
push
girl
out, baby.
panties
Push
on,
out.
like they say, and
Right.
just move on and
Right.
move on.
Push out. Push out. Okay, so let me ask you this. What do you think about women who stay in situations with abusive men?
Oh, now, uh, that's hard. That's hard, and I don't know how deep I can go into this. Uh, but me and you have talked about my situation. Uh, so I don't know how deep I can go uh, in this conversation. But I wouldn't advise any woman that's in an abusive relationship to stay. And I know sometimes it can be hard uh, to get away or get out of an abusive relationship because the abuser will always make the abused feel like no one wants or love them. Uh, they're not worthy of that. They don't have nowhere to go, and that they're the only ones that they can depend on. Um, and we have been in a situation so long that we begin to believe everything that the abuser is telling us. But it's not true. It's not true. It is not true. You can get out of an abusive situation. And from the bottom of my heart, if anybody out there is listening to this tonight and you're in a abusive relationship, please leave. It just please leave.
Right, because it's not worth your kids seeing it. Whether you have kids or you don't let that be a leading and or defining factor. Just go. Just go. He's never gonna change. When he is abusive to you like that, he doesn't have any respect, any morals, any standards towards you. Just get pack up your bags, baby, and go. And I know it's hard to walk away from someone that you love, that it's
Yes.
him for you. Trust me, I know. Been going through it lately. But don't make
Exactly.
him put you in a situation where you ain't got no choice but to walk away. Now that's the real hurt.
Exactly. And then also, us as women, and I say men as well, because believe it or not, uh men can be abused as well. Uh and abuse doesn't always have to be physical. Sometimes it start out that way, but it's so many forms of abuse, like emotional, verbal, and it always will start out um as verbal, and then work its way into emotional, because it's playing with your mind, and then it turns into the physical. uh but it sometimes it is hard, and you've been with that person for a long time, so you feel like you're stuck, you have to stay, and that may be the kid's father, or however, or whatever, but it is only gonna end with the abused person getting hurt in the end. And we don't want that, women or men. We don't want to end up like that, because we're seeing it so much now. It has become the normal way of living now, and we don't want to end up like that. We don't want our kids to be without either parent, or your family hurting the other family. It's just not even worth it. It's not worth it. So, ladies, men, if you're in a abusive relationship, please get out. Please, please, please.
Right. Let me ask you this. Also, what do you think about women having so many kids, knowing that they're already struggling? They already don't have any help, but yet they have continuous children back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
Oh gosh. Um, I think that for me, I can't speak for other people's situation, but for me, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't keep bringing kids uh into a situation that I know that I'm struggling, um or not able to take care of them, because I don't have any help, or you know I just wouldn't do it. And that's for me. I can't speak for nobody else, but for me, I wouldn't do it. I
Right,
would not do it at all, because it's not fair. uh it's not going to be fair for the child.
right. Okay, you have some
So,
amazing point of view. Okay,
oh,
now
thank you.
let's talk about back to what we went into the first time when you put your all into the man, and I said 50-50, but that's rough. Some days he gives 35 and 40 at the max. Um, why do you think it's so hard for women to walk away from such unfair treatment? Like, why do you think that they go ahead and just settle with it? And I'm saying not because look deeper past the well, I love him and it's him for me. Like, do you think
Yes.
subconsciously we feel like we can't do any better, or we feel like we don't deserve any better, or what?
I kind of think in that situation, uh, I would say it's the him for me situation. It's not that we can't do any better. Um, we can. I'm sorry, my phone keep going, but we can do better. But it's just that we have this person uh etched in our hearts, and no matter, we I think we subconsciously know that the situation is not good for us, but we so in love with this person, and we hanging on every word, and in our mind, women, in our minds and hearts, if a situation is wrong, we gonna do what we can to try to fix it, because women are fixers. So whatever is going wrong in the situation, and it could be not even us that's doing the wrong, it could be the man, but in our mind we gonna fix it because it should be this way, it should be that way. No, I'm gonna fix it so it could be this way. And we just put in our minds, I think that for me, my situation is was just him for me. He was just somebody that I wanted. And I know that I could get out and meet other people. I have gotten out and met other people, but talking, having conversations with the other person, and all I'm doing, I'm listening to them talk, but in my mind, all I'm thinking about is him, because he's what I want.
Right. Ah, man.
So
Now that
So
was good.
what is your view on that, friend?
The reality, friend, of the situation is you got to accept things for what they really are.
Exactly.
And that's
Exactly.
harsh reality within itself. For instance, the situation that you know that I went through, that we went through together,
Exactly.
that's what you call what? Harsh reality, right?
Yes. Yes.
Um, could I
Yes.
have prevented a lot of it? I could have, but we both know the situation, so we both know it wasn't on me, and I had no business trying to rectify and or fix something that I did not break, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I didn't. There were times that I did. There were times I wanted to send a big long paragraph, but there was no need for that because we dealing with a situation that I did not break.
Yes.
So I feel like if he's not gonna put up the fight for you, let's talk about how they'll put up a fight for you and still turn around and dog you.
Exactly.
So it's like a double-edged sword, a catch-22. Let's talk about that. It's called gaslighting and manipulation. What up, Toya? Go ahead, friend. Tell
Hello.
me what you think about the gaslighting and manipulation.
Oh baby. It is something. It is something. Because I can say in our situation, uh, even though we knew we were not the problem, but they would manipulate the situation. And when they got through with it, we done put in our mind that we was the problem. Oh, if I wouldn't have did this way, or if I wouldn't have said that way, they would have, did this, or they would have did that. So yeah, gaslighting and manipulation is real. It is very real. But it's going back to that, oh, it's the him for me mentality. But we honestly, friend, have to get up out. out of that way of thinking. Um, and how, friend, what do you do when um you're ready to walk away, but then and your all this stuff that happens, or that uh and plays in your mind, and you know what you need to do, but when you see that person again, all of it just leave like an instant, and it's like you back feeling the way you felt about this person.
And here's the deal. That's so very, very true because we know one thing. If I run into my goal mouth, if I don't have the most nastiest, hideous attitude, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fall right back in that same pattern, right?
Yes,
So what you
yes,
have to do is you
yes.
have to stand your grounds and remember, okay, I know this gonna only be temporary because then he gonna come something else, right? Here's gonna come the
Uh-huh.
bull. You know, this gonna only feel good for so long. Then what happens, friend? The pattern changes again. We're back
Yes.
to barely
Yes.
talking, back to this, back to barely this. If they can't stay consistent, don't let your feelings stay consistent,
Exactly.
nor your
Exactly.
emotions.